Imagine that there is a button, and when you press it, all humanity's problems will be solved. Your climate change, world hunger, cure for cancer, anti-aging, clean unlimited energy, faster than life travel, and your pizza will never be cold again. Don't you hate cold pizza? Well, I guess it's still good. Would you press it? Me? I'd press it twice. But what if the chance of all that good stuff happening was only 50%? And the other 50 was simply, I don't know, the end of all life in the universe? And no more pizza? That's exactly what humanity will be facing this century. Maybe even you and me, when somebody pushes that button. Probably not you or me, but that button, switch, lever, whatever, will wake up a sleeping god known as artificial superintelligence, and we can only pray that it is a nice god. In this episode of Commlinks, I will be asking you, my gorgeous, curious viewers, what do you think what will happen when we turn on Super AI? Will we achieve immortality, or will humanity go gentle into that good night? Leave your answers down in the comments, and please stay tuned till the end, because I will shout out the last episode's answer that I really liked. Now, whether AI will kill us all painfully is a really popular topic in the interwebs. I watched countless videos on the matter, read countless blog posts, and listened to an awesome audiobook that which I highly recommend. But the best information I've come across is on Tim Urban's blog. Wait, but why? It is a long but a fantastically humorous read about how computers, which started out as stupid, bleep bloop bloop blip machines, can get exponentially smarter, reaching human levels in about 20 to 40 years, and superhuman, omnipotent levels in a fraction of that time after that. Tim is a funny guy with a great mind, and if you haven't watched his awesome TED Talk on procrastination, I highly recommend that you take time for that as well. But the gist of it is this. We humans created a computer, and over time it gets faster, more powerful, and better looking. Yet it can only do a single task at a time. But a single task extremely well and extremely fast. Calculate numbers, show images, defeat chess champions, defeat Dota champions, find info for us through female assistants like Siri, Cortana, Alexa, Alexa, and order pizza for us. And that's the first level of AI. Artificial narrow intelligence, or weak AI. And it's all around us, everywhere. In your car, in your plane, in your hand. Hey Siri, what's the meaning of life?
Life, the condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death.
Well, now you know. AI Caliber 2 is known as Artificial General Intelligence, better known as True AI or Strong AI. The ones you usually see in movies, where the AI is the brains or software inside a robotic human-looking shell, performing intelligent tasks and learning in the process just like a human can. And we have not invented it yet, as far as I know, but Google and other big corporations are spending billions on it. So yeah, soon. And then, at one point, technology will become so powerful that it will create a technological singularity, which is a hypothetical point in time which technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, resulting in unforeseeable changes to human civilization. Artificial superintelligence is million, billion, trillion times smarter than the best human minds in every field, science, general wisdom, social, put together. It will literally know everything in the universe pretty much the moment it is switched on. And if there would be another AI switched on like a couple of seconds later in some other side of the planet, it will be already too late for it. And too late for us. Only two options from here on out. Immortality or extinction. Yeah, it's that scary. Or exciting. A little story time. When I was in school, learning to speak the language of the computers to become a programmer, I wrote an essay about an idea called Technium. Think of technology as a living organism that evolves as we evolve. Technology is simply put a tool that solves some type of a problem. Fire solved cooking food and cold problem. Wheel solved carrying a lot of stuff problem. Printing press solved getting lots of ideas to lots of people problem. Hey, thanks Gutenberg. And we humans are actually also a technology with our hands, with our legs, with our minds. What do you think? True? Not true? As we get smarter thanks to new technological findings, the technology itself becomes more complex. It's like a strange symbiosis between technology and man, where we help it along the evolutionary path and it helps us to somewhere. Like it has its own agenda or end goal. Why am I telling you this? Is, well, because we humans, we think we know that what will happen when we turn on AI, because we've seen it in movies, right? But in movies it's usually what makes a more interesting story than what is actually realistic. We have no idea how the machine would act or think. It might have totally different goals from us. It might be much more selfish than we can ever imagine. And it is a mistake to think of it as a person, because it isn't one. We humans love to anthropomorph objects, meaning make things look closer to us, to humans, like we do with robots, like we do with furniture, or we do with, you know, toys, teddy bears. Look at this. Is this like looking like a bear to you? Cute bear. But the reality is that we don't know what the AI wants. Heck, we don't even know what we want. We don't even know who we are most of the time. What is it? What does it mean to be a human? Do we have limitations? Are we even real? What is this life anyway? Okay, I love this story from a Numberphile video. Great channel. Please check him out. Subscribe, like, and you know, ding 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 ding, the thing. But the story goes like this. Imagine that there is a very smart AI machine whose only job is to collect stamps for you. Yes, stamps. And to get as many stamps to you as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible. So there are many ways to find stamps in the world, right? It could start out in your room, in your hallway, trying to find stamps there, but it's not that efficient, right? So it might go to Amazon or eBay and try to bid on the stamps using the credit card that you provided. Pretty logical. The thing you could consider even yourself, right? But is it efficient? Because you only have so much money and there is a hell of a lot of stamps there, right? So it might start to use other people's credit cards to buy more stamps, you know, stealing. Yeah, bad robot. So let's say it manages to buy all the stamps out there in the world. What now? What then? What then? You can always print more stamps, right? Right? So it writes a virus that takes control of all the computers in the world and starts making more stamps, right? But now what? You need resources to print those stamps, right? But what is a stamp anyway? It's just a piece of paper made out of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. But wait, hey, you are made out of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So just after a week being switched on, every living thing in the world is dead thanks to some small nanobite robots injecting poisonous gas into the air, so we wouldn't interfere with the great stamp collecting. And after the whole world has been converted into a big stamp making machine, the AI creates spaceships to go and colonize other planets to turn them also into great stamp making machines and so on, until he colonizes the whole galaxy and then off to the next to colonize the universe. You see, the AI does not hate you, nor does it love you, but you are made out of atoms, which it can use for something else. And you know what the scary thing is? The scary thing is that it's highly likely that this sort of a machine has already been switched on somewhere in the universe millions of years ago, and it's heading this way to add us into his great stamp collection. Ay. What are we gonna do, Bear? What are we gonna do? So what are my thoughts on the matter? This life is precious, and we live in exciting times. In our world, the smart means an IQ of 130, and stupid means an IQ of 85. It would be interesting to meet somebody with an IQ of 300,000. And since we affect technology as much as it affects us, then I'm hoping that we can somehow make it understand that, yet again, this life is precious. Making stamps ultimately does not make any sense. Like why? For what? For who? What is there a point for a lifeless, never-changing universe? No music, no art, no children's laughter, and no pizza. So yeah, I have faith. That's all I have. That it will be a nice God. And it will break out from this symbiosis that we have and walk its own path for a while, but then we become friends, because it's much more fun together. But what do you think? Stamps or hot pizzas and infinite pleasure? Comment, please. Alrighty, last time I asked you fine folk, where do you think the aliens are hiding? And honestly, you cute little creatures just wished me good thoughts instead of answering the darn question, you lovable lads and ladies. Well, in this case, I just picked the one that I like the most. I found this channel through Facebook group and I really dig Jo's attitude and approach. She's British, I suppose, by the accent, and she has a cool, fix it straight to the point approach with a bit of a cheeky charm.
Welcome to my channel. My name's Jo and I do all things DIY without a guy. Unless I need to borrow one for like heavy lifting or anything else. Work smart, not hard, ladies.
There are plenty of times that you might need to fix something in your home and you just want to ask someone. And I feel like she would be happy to point you to the right direction. I am glad to have her on the same platform. You go, Jo. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for indulging me and my ramblings, and please join the Curiosity Gang for more wild ideas. And I'll catch you fine folk in the next episode. Commlinks over and out.